Hello, dear folks. Welcome back to the show. Jack Chow on East West Show with GNE on a very, very special subject. You may find this subject very mean or very kind of like flat. But if you really think in a different way like I do, you will find it a very significant, especially at the moment when kids are off school. They're having fun on the streets, on skateboard, on gadgets. We'd rather give them something to hold on, something to look at, something, or would create a moment of thinking.
Yes.
Right. So, with me today is a good friend of mine, Mr. Ken Hennings. He is a writer for this new book called "Life Is Simple: 100 Words to Stand, 100 to Live By." Live by, right? Being the subtitle. And once again, welcome to my show.
Thank you for letting me be with you.
I really like the conversation, especially when we go in depth.
Yes.
Those profound meanings come out in profusion that we can't help thinking again and again or reevaluate what we do.
Yes.
For example, the man I just show you, the story I just show you, and to tell you the truth, we used to be friends.
Yes.
We used to be good friends. Of course, I didn't know the story, right? After the story was told, which was told in a proud way, showing
Yes.
that how smart I am, I don't have to work anymore,
Right.
and I live 10 times better than you, only because of this, right? I quit seeing him, and I never came back, because I don't value him as the same value I value myself.
Yes.
In other words, excuse my language, I look down upon him because we don't belong to the same class, at
That's
least,
right.
So now, those are the things that our kids, if we get a chance to show our kids what a man's life should be, is that at least you understand one thing. You work to earn the money to support yourself,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Right.
Basic needs of life.
Basic needs, right?
Yes.
Life. And there's no shortcut. There might be shortcut, but you have to lose your dignity in
Yeah.
order to get it. Am I right?
Absolutely. Perfect point.
I'm very, very glad that you put the word dignity in this book. In this book.
It's you live with yourself every moment of your life.
Sure.
And you can choose how to live it, and you can choose who your friends
Yeah.
are, and hang with people that are compatible of a value system that you possess,
Sure.
and you will live a dream.
Sure,
I do live a dream.
Yeah. And speaking of dignity, though, let me hang on a little bit more. You should be aware of your own dignity.
Yes.
And you should respect other people's dignity too.
Yes.
Right.
100%.
Yeah. I give you an example. Once upon a time, when my son was 5-something years old, we walk on the street, and there was a man begging with his son.
Yes.
We're about the same age, same father age, same son's age, and I took my wallet and took something out, and my son grabs over, wants to do it, and I dragged him over, took the money back, and I went there, and I tapped on the head of this young kid.
Child.
I said, "Oh yeah, okay, for your candy, for candy, to the jar." And my son was so upset because I grabbed his credit.
Yes, right,
It's his
exactly.
credit, right?
He wanted the star.
Yeah, and then I later explained to him. So I asked him, "What would you do? Who would you give the money to?" "The dad." I said, "You will hurt him. Why?" He will feel sad, right? I am the fact I'm accepting money from somebody's kid to support my son. What a
Yes.
shame,
Yes,
right?
yeah,
You're hurting
that's-
him. Oh yeah, and then I give it to the son, and you're still hurting him. Why? So he would think that my son, I'm a father, and he's the father too. I'm a father. I have to let my son accept from somebody else's son to let me support him.
That's
You're
perfect
harming
example.
him. You're harming him. So respect his dignity.
Yes.
And the only way to do is that I as an adult, well, showing my concern to a little kid, okay, here's a little money for your candy. That's it. Without hurting him. So dignity is the word, is the quality we live by.
I love the depth of your thinking that you brought that to.
Yeah, and that's a true story.
Yeah.
I didn't fake it.
Right. No,
I
that's
didn't fake it.
perfect.
That's my story. Yeah.
That's perfect story.
And if everybody, I call on my folks to think about that. If everybody respect everybody's dignity, of course you respect your own, right?
Right.
And vice versa. If you respect your dignity, you have to respect everybody else's dignity. And then it is a society full of dignified people. That's it.
Absolutely. See, the whole one of my main issues is that we have problems in the world because not all humans value life as life itself in a similar way. If we could ever get to valuing life, not what we look like, not what we are, not what our circumstances are, but the existence of life itself valued equally, there'd be no problems.
Sure.
Nobody ever hurts somebody else because they don't value life. They don't value something above the element of life. And that's the basic foundation.
Here's the fact. Even though somebody is financially broken,
Yes.
he or she still have his or her dignity,
100%.
right? He is no less than you are.
No less at all. Absolutely.
all.
It's circumstance. It could be you,
Yeah,
and you know
no
that.
less at all.
We're only minutes away from difficulties.
Yeah, sure. That's why we want to emphasize this much, because that's the lack of this country. That's the lack of our day-to-day life.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
That's
I'm so glad that you pick up this word. It's my best word. My best word.
Very,
my best word. My best word in my life. Yeah,
I'm proud of that.
Sure. All right. Good. And I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Under E though. Well, we spent too much time on D.
That's okay, but
under E,
we have an editor.
Yeah, sure. We have an editor. Oh, they can cut us off. Right?
Yeah, right.
All right, good. Oh, please do not cut us off.
Yeah, please.
All right, good. And I have
Emotions.
the last time we discussed about
We talked about Ernest.
Ernest, right?
Yeah.
And also we talked about faith and family,
Right.
And being friendly, right? And
Yes.
Okay, now under G you have one word, a
Yes.
single word, grooming.
I love it. I love it. Perhaps I don't do it perfectly.
Yeah,
but
all right. Why do you
because
do grooming out?
know,
Single that word out.
I will. And here's the real essence. You only have one chance
Yeah.
to make a good impression on
right.
people. And if you blow your first chance, it's very hard to recover from that in their eyes. Now, grooming it projects your whole value system, and it also has very strong health issues related to it, because clean hair and clean teeth and all of that, regular, just like hygiene, which is another word, are very important to keeping organisms outside of your body, rather than invading and perhaps hurting you. And then your first impression, it cannot be overstated how important it is. It's so hard to make up for a negative first impression. And all of these things, your first words that you issue to somebody new, in your whole impression, it says who you are. A lot of people don't care about that. I know many people that say that's not important. In my opinion, it is important.
It is interesting to find out that you define grooming not only within the range of your outlook,
Correct.
appearance,
Right.
but your
Your
your overall,
your maintenance
your
of your body.
overall exposure.
Right. Exactly.
Overall exposure.
Yes.
Even including the way you talk.
Yeah.
Including the way you
Yes.
dress, you talk, how you look,
Right.
how you shave, how you
Yes.
kind of, well, anyway.
I say it's the power of a fine life. You stay groomed, people
right,
are going
good.
to like you. They'll hang around you more.
Yeah, it's the same thing. People just do not pay attention. They understand it. I believe they understand.
Intuitively, yes.
Nobody goes see a banker for a loan in their short pants.
Yeah, unless it's high tech. But yes, you're right.
Am I right?
You're right, yes.
Why? because they understand.
Yes.
It is a rule. It is so commonly accepted, unwritten rule that nobody will loan somebody in short pants going into the bank without a tie.
Yeah, so in your professional life, your business life, it's very important. In your social life, of course it's important. People are attracted to people that they think are high quality and self-esteem. It shows how you think about yourself. Your grooming has lips. It talks to people.
Sure,
and I am proud of who I am. I do my best with whatever I have to work with. And if everybody does that, they'll be happier social gatherings.
Let's take another short moment out. When we come back, we'll talk more. Stay with us. We'll be right back.